A Year Without Summer, 1816, the eerie tale of the sunless year. Imagine awakening in June to a world cloaked in snow. The air carries an unnatural chill, birds are nowhere to be heard, and crops lie lifeless under a grey, unrelenting sky. It feels as though the world itself is holding its breath. This is not the plot of some dystopian novel or the ominous whispers of a ghost story. It is the haunting truth of 1816, a year forever etched in history as the year without summer. But what unleashed this eerie climate into our reality? What force could block out the sun, send the seasons spiraling into disarray, and push humanity to the brink of chaos? The answers lie hidden in the haze of volcanic ash, desperate survival, and unintended bursts of creativity. Come closer as we delve into this shadowed chapter of history, weaving through the mysteries of a year that pushed humanity into the unknown. The story begins in April 1815 on the isolated Indonesian island of Sumbawa. Local villagers basked in the serenity of their homeland, unaware of the monstrous power brewing beneath their feet. Then it struck. A deafening roar that could be heard over 1,600 miles away shattered the sky. The massive eruption of Mount Tambora sent rivers of molten fire cascading down its slopes, ash billowing ominously into the heavens. This was no ordinary volcanic tantrum. It was the most violent eruption recorded in human history. The ash and sulfur dioxide belched upward, clawing their way into the stratosphere. At first, no one understood the magnitude of what had occurred. For months, life continued, but subtle, ominous changes began to creep in. Skies turned progressively hazy, their once bright azure now an uneasy faded grey. The vitality of the sun dimmed and its warmth weakened. By the spring of 1816, the world began to unravel. In New England, snow buried the budding green of June fields. The frosts suffocated crops across Europe, leaving fields barren and lifeless. Over in Asia, fierce storms churned endlessly, rivers swelled violently, and devastating floods ravaged the land. As the sun's reassuring light grew feeble, fear crept into the hearts of millions. Across Europe, relentless cold settled in, and fields once abundant with grain stood desolate. In Switzerland, a country buried under perpetual frost, the suffering gave birth to a chilling name, the Year of Poverty, E. North America was no stranger to misery either. The fledgling United States saw frost-blighted fields stretch for miles, their golden promise of wheat and corn reduced to ash. Desperate families consumed what they could. Wild plants became makeshift meals, and cherished livestock that represented livelihoods were slaughtered to stave off starvation. Even horses, the era's critical mode of transportation, couldn't escape their fate. Their loss led to innovations, and out of necessity, the early prototype of the modern bicycle, Carl Dreise's Laufmaschine, was born. Meanwhile, half a world away in Asia, the void of the monsoon caused both physical and spiritual torment. India suffered widespread crop failures and deadly cholera outbreaks, while in China, overflowing rivers buried rice paddies under floodwaters. Entire families perished, swept away by famine and despair. In this eerie, sunless summer, it felt as though the natural world had thrown humanity into a cursed survival story. And yet, when darkness engulfs humanity, history has shown that flickers of light can emerge. The year 1816 may be remembered for its horrors, but within its cold, dreary confines, seeds of creativity were sown. Somewhere along the storm-ravaged banks of Lake Geneva, a villa became an unlikely sanctuary. A group of young writers, trapped indoors by the unrelenting chill, found an otherworldly way to pass the time by weaving ghost stories. Among them was Mary Shelley. Her mind conjured a macabre masterpiece, a creature brought to life against a backdrop of despair and divine absences. Shelley began crafting Frankenstein, her gothic tale born from the spectral reality of 1816. It was a story of humanity's audacity to play God and the torment of existing in a world unfathomably dark. Nearby, Lord Byron, also locked within the villa, allowed his own artistry to take flight. In his haunting poem Darkness, Byron depicted an earth devoid of light, a world spiraling into chaos and eventual silence. His words echoed the eerie reality all around him, a reality that neither fire nor ingenuity seemed capable of overcoming. Incredibly, this ghostly summer didn't just birth stories, adversity inspired innovation. The collective hardship urged people to think beyond the present, triggering advancements in science, technology, and art. Landscapes cloaked in the eerie, muted glow of the year without light found themselves immortalized in paintings. Humanity's ability to innovate under pressure extended even further. Driven by the absence of horses, inventors sought unconventional solutions. The laugh machine, looking like a rudimentary bicycle, was a symbol of adaptation. Through its tragedies, 1816 became a testament to the human capacity for resilience and creativity, a reminder that out of even the darkest storms, inspiration can emerge. What forces conspire to rewrite the rules governing life as we know it? For 1816, it began with Mount Tambora and rippled across continents, forever altering the trajectory of lives, technologies, and even our understanding of atmospheric phenomena. Today, scientists have unraveled much of the mystery behind this haunting year. Volcanic eruptions like Tambora's release massive amounts of ash and gases into the atmosphere. These particles rise, forming a cloud that blocks sunlight, disrupting global climates. The scientific term for this effect, volcanic winter, paints a chillingly accurate picture of what occurred. Yet, studying the year without summer reveals more than functions of geology or meteorology. It underscores our vulnerability. In an age dominated by human-made advancements, 1816 jolts us into realizing that nature's immense power cannot be overridden. But there's something else woven through this tale, a thread of human strength, resilience, and ingenuity. When faced with a challenge that threatened entire civilizations, humanity turned tragedy into stories, obstacles into opportunities, and survival into an art. The lingering question, however, is, could it happen again? With countless active volcanoes dotting the Earth's surface, there's no question that nature's capacity for upheaval remains as potent as ever. The true uncertainty lies in how prepared we would be if faced with another year without summer. Could our modern world withstand such a total upheaval of its routines? The year without summer was more than a meteorological phenomenon. It was a ghost story written in frost-bitten crops, a tale of desperation echoed in every crackle of an empty grain silo, and a candlelit reminder of human resilience during a time when the sun itself had been eclipsed. And as we tread through our current challenges, from raging natural disasters to the looming shadow of climate change, perhaps the story of 1816 can offer us something enduring. Its lessons remind us that humanity can endure unimaginable hardship and produce brilliance in its wreckage. So, when skies turn grey and our world feels inexplicably colder, remember the legacy of that sunless year. The creatures of Shelley's imagination and Byron's haunting stanzas were born from that darkness. What then might we create in our own moments of obscurity? Thank you for joining us on this spectral voyage into history's most unsettling summer. If this eerie tale spoke to your curiosity for the strange, mysterious, and resilient, be sure not to let the story end here. Like, share, and subscribe for more ventures into the shadows of time. The past guards its secrets well, but every now and then it grants us a fleeting glimpse. Let this tale be your reminder. Stay curious, stay resilient, and above all, watch the skies.